Hello, my name is Juan Alanis, and today I'll be discussing why most mergers and acquisitions fail. A merger is when two firms agree to integrate their operations as partners, and an acquisition is when one firm acquires a controlling interest in another firm. Most companies do this to increase market power, overcome entry barriers, and diversify and achieve synergies. Not all mergers and acquisitions are successful, most actually become failures. Some of the reasons for that is integration can be difficult, inadequate evaluation of the target firm, large debt, inability to achieve synergies, too much diversification. Companies can become too focused on acquisitions, and some firms just become too big. Integration can be difficult when companies have different cultures, financial and control systems, and different management styles. It can be difficult to create effective working relationships. This process takes time, and for some companies, it is never achieved. Another reason that mergers and acquisitions fail is because of inadequate evaluation of the target firm. Some companies do not perform their due diligence and end up paying an excessive premium. In evaluating a firm for acquisition, the buyer must take into consideration the financing of the intended transaction, the differences in culture, and the necessary action that will be needed to merge both workforces. Another reason is that some companies bury themselves in debt in the acquisition process. With large amounts of debt, the firm is more prone to bankruptcy. The firm credit rating is downgraded and financing becomes more and more expensive. Then there's the inability to achieve synergies. In synergy, when two firms come together, they become more valuable than if they were separate. With synergies, companies can lower their costs and become more profitable. However, some firms tend to underestimate indirect costs and over-evaluate the potential synergy. Some companies can become too diversified. A highly diversified firm must process more information of a greater scope. This can contribute to losing some of the core competencies and becomes too complex to manage properly. Along with that, some firms may become too focused on acquisition. Managerial energy diverts away from the core business and onto the integration of the acquisition. The same goes for the managerial staff of the target firm. They are no longer focused on the business, but instead on their next career move. The core business becomes inefficient and does not produce the value it is expected.